Hello and welcome, everyone. My name is Jake, and we are here with Session 0 of Quake, a Stream Punks presents presentation. If you have not been watching, this is not an announcement that I was told to give, but I'm going to give it. Go to the Stream Punks YouTube. They have multiple episodes of Sam. Why am I blanking on the super cool but very long name? What?
Copper Street Club.
Copper Street Club, yes. Multiple episodes of Copper Street Club are up on their official YouTube channel. And if you want to help support them, if you join their Patreon, you'll be getting the episodes early before anyone else is. It is a live in-person, well, it's not live. It's an in-person game of it's actually Outgunned as well, isn't it? Which is the system that we'll be playing today. As you can see, we are missing Caitlin. She will be here. She will be joining us. But in easily a way to make up for Caitlin's lateness, we have Lexi joining us. Thank you so much for joining us.
So excited.
I'm so excited. you know what, Drek? Lexi said something to me the other day. And I immediately, like, all like precautions or worries or anything, I immediately was like, well, Drac clearly had to say something, because Lexi goes, hey, I saw on your profile you're the like that you have like Pathfinder. I might talk to you later about Pathfinder. And I was like, well, okay, this is done.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything about you being a Pathfinder guy to Lexi. Lexi doesn't know that themselves.
I was lucky enough to run Drek through a few seasons of a all evil campaign of Pathfinder 2nd edition, where Drek played the fucking worst person ever.
I enjoy playing bad people. It was a vampire, or
who had Dampier who had mommy issues.
Yeah, pretty intense mommy issues. Yeah.
A Dampier, sure. Mommy issues, like trying to kill her. He actively kills her and feeds on her, and in the process takes her consciousness and implants it into his brain. So then as he continued on with the world and was trying to conquer it and become more powerful, he just had his nagging mother in the back of his head at all times.
Literally. Yeah.
Oh no, stream can't hear Lexi. Hold on, I will fix that. Hold on, that's probably on my side.
Thank you, Prince. Prince says that I'm very good the whole time. Yeah, it was honestly really spot on as well. It was actually wild.
Right, close enough that it triggers the automatic detect.
Yeah. So yes, Lexi is joining us. Lexi mentioned that they were interested in Pathfinder, so that's the long of the sort of it. We'll get back into chatting, but Drac apparently has a new show. Also, I want everyone to just generate their bingo cards now.
Yes, that's good. Generate your bingo cards now. Get over and done with. You're gonna get a bingo. I'm actually currently trying to get the date that is happening.
You're getting a bingo.
Lexi, I will share in the chat if you would like to join in on the bingo.
Oh, absolutely.
It has been a thing where, as we get guest stars and stuff like that, that the plan is to possibly add additional squares into this.
I can't wait.
So this is, I'll post it in the Stream Punks. There you go. Feel free to generate it and play along with everyone. But yes, Drek, do you still need a minute to figure out what your dates are?
Yeah.
Okay. How about we come back to you?
Yeah.
Sam or Lexi, do either of you have any sort of announcements or things you want to talk about, or like, I don't anything really? You can just be like, you know what, Sam wants to talk about science right now.
Always.
Sam, do you have? Go.
Yeah, go for it.
No.
No, set the example. Show me what I should talk about.
All right. So, as advertised, I do enjoy yapping about science. So if you would like to join me in doing so, I'm going to be live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Delevely, DELEVELY, tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific time for morning people. My Just Chatting stream, where we start off the chat with our little May Contain Science segment, our little mini-sode, where every week I talk about something that I found in science news that made me go, hang on, wait, what? And I think we just might have a pretty good one coming up tomorrow. So please do join me for that.
Do you want to tell us what school of science, like school of magic, that this is in?
Shockingly, we are back in a bio, but I will say, I think the science is really going to bug us.
Ooh.
Are they going to bug us?
Wow.
Okay.
Sam, what was last week? I people came into the chat and be like, Sam's talking about this. I cannot remember what it was.
Oh, we were talking about horses.
About what?
Horses. And,
horses.
Whether they can identify unfamiliar predators by sight alone, which they tested by giving the horses a TV, like a projector screen TV in their stall. So also horses can watch TV, which was also new information to me. And right there, that was the price of admission. But in fact, they did have a different response to video of gray wolves versus wombats, which were the non-predator control. Which checks out, because like if you want just something that's going to give off absolutely no aggro vibe, wombat, yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Unfamiliar, non-predator species. So it turns out it's the visual and not, for instance, the sound or scent as a necessary component. It appears that to some extent, visual recognition might be sufficient for horses who can watch.
Do horses have better senses of smell than humans?
They do have very big noses.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if you showed a horse Lord of the Rings, if they'd be like, that's my cousin. Or they'd be like, like if they'd show any sort of like recognition of other horses.
The interesting thing was that in this particular case, they had a response captured by the heart rate monitor, which, by the way, there's a horse heart rate monitor.
That makes sense.
Other than that, there weren't a ton of overt signs, even when they were having the response to the predator. You could see their little heart go pitter-patter on the monitor, but there wasn't a lot of tail swishing or ear pinning or stompy stomp, which could be connected to that it was only on sight. It could be like, if you're close enough to smell them, maybe you're having a whole freak out. But all of that is to say, if they didn't have a strong visible response even to a predator, I wonder if they would respond to a fellow horse. Because, like, we didn't even see anything.
Yeah.
We only knew it on the heart rate monitor. Maybe the horses, like, wouldn't be reactive like the way that my dogs are when they see a dog on TV.
For sure. Absolutely. Okay, that makes sense. It also makes more sense as to why horses get, like, startled the way that they do. Like, it feels like a lot of times in movies and in TV shows, like, obviously movies, TV shows are dramatic, but you can get very close. They, like, show people getting very close to horses before they actually, like, rear up.
Well, they are, domesticated to be more tolerant of humans than their wild counterparts would be. Like, that's the principal selective pressure. But, at the same time, they are still a prey animal, and those instincts don't 100% go away, as this science illustrated. And so that was my summary of last week's science. So you can find weird and wacky things like that on my stream.
They are prey animals, but I will say very dangerous prey animals.
Yeah, that's how you don't become not a live prey animal.
Yeah.
Like, prey animals only survive by not becoming dinner.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Danger.
Drac, did you figure out the date for your?
Yes. So, anyone that has Drac has a new show on their bingo card. I guess this counts. It's not coming out yet, but I can announce it. Over on My First Dungeon, over you can find them on all podcast services. I'm going to be in a new campaign. It's on August 13th called Mystic Bastion Land, or rather, we're playing Mystic Bastion Land. It's a game where we're all playing knights. Our job is to seek the myths, obey the seers, and protect the realm. So you get to hear me as a knight, as an elderly knight, or not elderly, older knight. We've got an elderly knight amongst our group, which is going to be very fun for you to listen to. But amongst the older of the knights, doing our best to protect the realm from the evil creatures and monsters that roam it. It's going to be very fun. It's going to be very dramatic, I think is the best way to put it. Very, very mythic. I think it very much works for the name of the system. Also, random fun fact. I literally happened after we announced the release of this podcast. Charlie XCX has the game Mythic Bastion Land. It just showed that she used to release a mini movie on her YouTube channel, and it's just randomly on their shelf as they pan across their shelf. Yeah, really random. Didn't know Charlie XCX was a ttrpg fan, but apparently
Oh, added to my dream table. Added them to my dream table for sure. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, no, check it
Awesome.
out. Keep an eye out for it. It's very good, and I won't spoil too much, but I play a kind of good person.
Aww. That's
You
a
played
big
good
legendary
people
thing.
Like,
Yeah, I play good people because I
Double
played.
Tap was plenty good.
Yeah, Taeyong was very nice. I think it was very, very nice. And then I went to wherever the hell Nara was.
Yeah, no, that's hot garbage. But like
Yeah.
the vast majority of time I've actually played at tables with you, just on pure volume, right?
Yeah.
Has been with you being a perfectly good Starfleet person.
Good person.
Mm-hmm. I'll believe
You're
it
going
when
to have
I
to make
see
up
it.
for lost time, is what I'm hearing.
What do you mean? Yeah.
I mean, I've seen you more as an evil person than I have seen you as a good person.
Have you? I guess
Yeah.
in games that you've run for me, yeah, actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so we had
Trying to think
our
of-
Monster Hearts, and then it was through how terrible we all were through Monster Hearts that you're like, you all need to be villains in our Pathfinder campaign. So we went from
Mhm.
Monster Hearts to Pathfinder.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I guess Nara was the next, because I don't think, I played Gloomtide was the next game I played with you as a GM, I think. It was like years after. So
yeah. You
was
were
just-
such a dream catch for that Pathfinder game. Like, I literally would have fucking made whatever game you wanted. I wanted to play with you so bad. Like, we played
That's
with
Drac.
each other. Yeah, we played with each other in Monster Heart, but I was like, I want to play with this person. Like, I want to play more games with this person.
And now we play every Monday. Look at that.
Aw.
Oh my god, lights are flashing. I think that's on the bingo card.
yeah, it's
One of the lights
one
dies. Yep.
One of the lights dies. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
It's
I
not
also
on
got
mine.
Science Tangent. I did not have
I got
Drac
Science
play for that.
Tangent. Drac has a new show. I don't know if not the full cast counts because we're gonna have the full cast.
Yeah, that does not count. That does not. You're not gonna
Okay.
get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
Good.
did.
Lexi,
Good.
You introduce yourself. I think everyone knows
Oh.
us, but you're new to this space, new to this channel at least.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So my name is Lexi. I'm known around the internet as @BlackGirlMage. I do a lot of TTRPG stuff, mostly running games for people that I adore and playing games with people I adore. So a lot of what I do is just like teach people how to play and then trick them into coming back and sitting at my table again over and over and over. Somehow it works every single time. But yeah, I'm trying to think of some stuff that I think right now I'm not in too much, but I am in a Call of Cthulhu game that it will be on Wednesday. My beloved. Another beloved has entered the chat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
No
You're
apologies.
so good.
I'm just plugging a Call of Cthulhu show where I play a big buff fisherman's daughter who is traumatized.
Yeah.
And we're nearing not the end of like the show, but we're in the thick of it. Like we have I don't know how to describe it, but we have like actively put ourselves into the hands of our Cthulhu, like what the being that we're interfacing with. We have thrown ourselves into their hands multiple times. I don't know how we've survived. I've only lost 5 sanity total this entire game that we've been playing for a year. Everybody else has
damn.
lost significantly more sanity.
This sounds about how you should play, and if you were to ever experience a Cthulhu-esque creature, that's just how you should just say, "Oh, you are my leader. Thank you very much.
Let's go back.
Yeah,
yes, I'd like to see you again. Let's talk." Like, very fun stuff. But I think other than that, I think that's the only thing right now that I'm in and doing. But oh my gosh, Caitlin's here.
I want to quickly
My
plug
heart.
more stuff that you can see Lexi in.
Oh no.
Check out Strix U. It's a Strixhaven D&D campaign. All black cast. Incredible game. Incredible series if you want to check that out. I believe that's on your YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Yeah.
Yes, on
Yeah.
Lexi's YouTube.
Gosh.
They were a player in Beyond the Brook, which is one Over the Garden of War inspired actual play that I was a producer on.
That's so
You can check that out over on Stellaluna channel. There's STELLALUNA, just to see the type of player Lexi can be sometimes. They're also the GM of Sacred Machinations, which is a podcast using the system that I'm currently writing on all podcast services. Again, Lexi's incredible GMs. You can check out and listen to them being incredible there. God, what else can I plug? Just watch all of Lexi's things. You should, in my opinion.
Just watch all of it. Oh yeah, I guess the last thing I'll plug just as my little fun. It just came up like I think it's been 3 years or something. But one of the first big things I did was a night at the museum actual play where I was the DM for I was the DM for like Josephine McAdams, Persephone, or Persephonoth. Wooden names, Matt Mercer, just a bunch of awesome people. And I literally sent them a Google Doc, like a Google form, and I was like, here are the ideas I have. And everyone chose Night at the Museum. So I was like, oh, I've got this. So it's like a 4-part series that's on YouTube, and it's the anniversary of it. So that is very fun. But thank you so much, Drac. I love a plug from a friend because I will forget everything.
I'm right there with you.
Well, Caitlin, welcome to the party. Chat wants to say that your green screen is impeccable and it looks so accurate.
We cannot
beautiful.
hear you right now. You might be muted in the window.
I saw for muted. That's my bad. Yes, my really good. I'm sure the audio in this is going to be really echoey and awesome. I am cat sitting for my sister, and so this is Zuki.
Oh,
And he's been
Zuki.
my buddy. He's been my buddy. He doesn't really like to be held, but he'll lay in my lap sometimes. And then Pip, who will probably not deign to make an appearance because he is absolutely livid that I am here and not his humans. He's so fucking pissed off that I'm here. But if he walks by, I'll try to catch him in the background. He heard his name. Hello, drama queen.
Oh my gosh.
So we'll see if he. Yeah, he's fucking pissed as fuck that I'm here.
I don't want you to speak unless you have snacks, human.
Yeah, literally. And so, wait, hold on. I might be able to get them both right. Oh, I left out the. Yeah, okay, no, immediately turned into the bedroom. Anyways, I came from a community meeting, and I'm cat sitting, so I had further drive to get home than I normally do on Mondays, and so I'm a little bit late, but happy to be here, and we'll hopefully show off cats throughout the show. What do I have going on? I don't know. I'm chilling.
I'm
Do you
chilling.
have any GeoGuessr things coming up that you can talk about?
No.
Oh,
Not yet. None that I can talk about.
Oh,
See?
okay.
This is why you preface the
Soon.
question with like,
Mhm,
That you can talk
The
about. Yeah.
caveat, yeah. I cannot yet. So eventually I'll stream again on my channel. It's been summer is chaotic. I have not had a regular schedule in a while, but eventually that'll be back up and going, and I'll have more GeoGuessr stuff to talk about. Eventually, yeah. I feel so weird. I'm not at my desk and like my camera being
Yeah.
low. I'm like, I feel so like I brought my nice mic. I also brought my webcam, but my webcam isn't my normal camera, and it was too many things to plug in and get connected. So I just gave up and I'm using my laptop camera. And I'm like, I feel like you shouldn't see me like this.
you're just a little guy, you know? You're
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Yeah. Anyways,
Um,
that's what I got.
Great.
I'm excited.
oh,
Lexi's
Sam.
here. Did you guys know Lexi's here?
Wait, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
that's
you met
crazy.
this cool guy named Lexi?
But now I'm gone.
Oh,
But
shit.
now I'm back.
as someone with a 2-year-old, that is real. Okay.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
It's a viable form of just separating.
Yeah.
Just go like that.
I'm under this blanket. You can't find me, Daddy. Oh, weird.
And you have to say, "Yep, yep."
Yeah,
Where'd you go? Where'd they
Yep.
go?
Yeah. Sam, it looked like you were about to hop in.
Yes, I did realize there was one other announcement I had to make. It's my puppy dog's birthday for Shay's 12th.
Hey.
It's her bark mitzvah.
Happy birthday. Oh, that's so
Happy
cute.
And
birthday!
she's been having a lovely little day. She had a bunch of peanut butter, and she's just been the snuggliest, smiliest little dog. And it just makes me
Oh
very
my
happy. So, yeah,
Aw,
my
happy
little
birthday.
birthday dog's having a good day. That's
Happy
my
birthday,
announcement.
dog.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So for me, of course, there's this show on Wednesdays. I have Triangle Agency. I have Echo. This week we are off because the cast, the majority of the cast are at Gen Con, traveling to Gen Con. So we're off this
Yeah.
week. And I think we're also off the week after, because I think I'll be at the Magic Castle, which I'm very excited. It will be my first time ever
Whoa.
going.
Whoa.
Yeah. But besides that, at Comic-Con this last weekend, Blackness and Dragons represented Alt Haven
Nice.
down at Comic-Con on a panel. They played a game. It was filmed. As soon as I
Whoa.
get the footage, it will be up on the YouTube channel. So head over there and look around for that. From what I was told about the show, because I haven't seen it myself, is that apparently the security guards that had been there the whole entire weekend through every single one of the panels came up to Jordan and said, your session was by far the most entertaining out of all of them.
That's great.
So and I mean, I love Jordan. Jordan is amazing. Jordan is the person who came up with the brainchild of the culture vultures that steal other people's cultures and are vultures. I mean, amazing. I'm very excited to see how that session went. And it was like the first time the cast had been all in the same place at the same time in a very long time, because they have since traveled and have moved since we started Blackness and Dragons. So I'm very excited to take a look at that. So keep your eyes out for that. Those are my announcements. Those are only my announcements. Chat is very excited.
One
One.
I just remembered, literally just remembered just now. I don't know how many of you are fans of Dagger Hearts, but the
Never
recent
heard of
Dagger Heart book. Well, this group. I don't know if you heard of it. Critical Role. They started. They published a ttrpg called Dagger Heart. But a recent expansion that came out, Hope and Fear, I was one of the consultants on. You can see some of the artwork and
That's awesome.
lore that I helped consult with on that. It was a very fun experience. It was very I guess I don't know, eye-opening for me, because I basically consulted on Nigerian and very specifically Igbo folklore, and I looked into things that I hadn't really thought to look into that much in my free time, and realized how much I hate colonization even more than I did before. Because we were
Wait,
robbed of so many things.
did you work on like adversaries for the book?
Yeah, adversaries, environments, and some of the art as well. Because they base some of the art on some, like there's one that's based specifically on the term witch doctors kind of colonized, but the kind of magic doctor that Igbo and Nigerian cultures have. There's some art based on that. I also basically kind of consulted on just general application of using black people, because they're like, hey, is this okay? I'm like, as long as you're not making all the black people the bad guys in this art, it should be okay. But yeah, I helped with some of the consulting there, but it was mainly the environments and items and stuff like that was based on Igbo folklore. But yeah, it was a very cool experience. And also fuck colonization. It sucks.
Yeah,
that's
huge.
very
Fuck
sad.
colonization.
You're talking about witch doctors, and it reminds me of a very fun thing that I learned about like voodoo dolls, voodoo dolls, right? Which was what they were primarily used for was for doctors, the people that were treating their society, their people around them, is they would have dolls that would represent the people that they would see and put things on the body parts that hurt, so that they could use them as a means of remembering and knowing what was wrong with them from the last time. And I'm like, that's cool.
Medical records.
Yeah, a lot of it, like, and so when I looked into it, what I realized that was really sad was a lot of Igbo like stories and stuff were mostly oral, so there's not really much written stuff. So colonization did like an extra heavy hit to Igbo folklore, because there was just nothing written really. So a lot of it was I had to like ask my grandma for a lot of the lore, to be like, hey, I heard this is this true, and she told me this is before she passed. So this is also very special to me, because some of the stuff I learned from my grandma is not in this book. But I think like the biggest thing that like was really eye-opening was that there's I can't remember for the life of me the name of it now, but there's this whenever my mum would like, my mum was deeply Christian, and whenever my mum would like curse in Igbo, she'll basically incite Igbo god's name, and she always told me that it meant the devil. I was like, and it's basically like the devil won't prosper, basically, but she says in Igbo. I was like, okay, cool, the devil won't prosper, cool. That's sort of like a Christian thing to say. When I looked into this, I realized that she was naming an Igbo god, and originally the Igbo god was the god of trickery and warfare. And actually, the British came over and was like, this is evil. This is actually the devil now. So now that name that used to mean the god of trickery and warfare and merchantry, which is a very interesting combination, now means the devil. So it's interesting it's interesting seeing where it all began, and my mum quite literally being where it kind of ended. How they warped the meaning and names of all of these gods and spirits that used to be a big part of Igbo culture. But colonization, man, he robbed us of so much.
That's so fucking cool. Okay, so I wasn't going to buy the Daggerheart book, but now I have to, right? Like for Drax's grandma, like
Basically, yeah, that is how that works.
Literally.
If you don't get it, you hate Drax's grandma.
Yeah. If you don't buy it, you hate Drax.
You don't buy it, you hate my grandma.
Hire me marketing.
That's awesome. That's actually very, very cool. That's like really, really awesome. Can you this is now that we've finished with the announcements, this is the question and answer portion of the show. Can you not specific about the book, but can you tell me what you found the most interesting about like reaching out to your family and researching and stuff like that? What is the most like interesting thing that you found while doing that?
I think not interesting, but like I didn't realize how different people told and like kept stories, because like I've heard of cultures who keep like part of stories orally most of the time, but like I never even for a moment thought that, looked into it, or realized how hard it is to find information on that if you don't have those contexts already, which then just further like emphasized to me how easy it is to lose when there's like big, for lack of a better term, paradigm shifts. That was like really interesting. I think the most interesting part to me was really seeing the dichotomy of how Nigerians used to see themselves and how Nigerians see themselves now. Because like Witch Doctor, for example, I don't know about voodoo because voodoo is a very specific part.
Yeah.
But at least with Igbo culture, the idea of they weren't called like witch doctors, and being named witch doctors came like after colonization, was very much meant to like demonize them, but they were like basically native doctors. They were like they use herbs, and they weren't realizing they're using science, but a lot of the time there was science behind what they were doing to like heal and cure people. Obviously, of course, there was definitely mysticism behind it as well, but then learning that, knowing how they were like seen in such a positive light at some point, and then seeing how now, if you went to Nigeria and like mentioned a witch doctor, it's very much like negative now, and seeing that that's truly because of essentially a smear campaign done by the colonizers to make them as the like evil, dangerous people. 'Cause, like, I don't know if I don't know if anyone's watched this, but there's a channel kind of like genre of movies called Nollywood, which is like Nigerian Hollywood, and it's basically just like movies set in Nigeria about Nigerian stories, and like nowadays all of them have witch doctors as the bad guy. Like if a witch doctor is in the movie, they are the instigator of the trouble and they are the one that needs to be defeated. Whereas like in original folklore, they're often the ones solving the problem, solving the issues, warning of things to come so you can prepare. So I think the most interesting thing was like seeing the sad switch up that happened with a lot of the stories and the like in Igbo, specifically in Nigerian folklore. Yeah, it was eye-opening, I think, to say the least.
That's so fucking interesting. One, I'm glad you got to do this, and two, I'm glad that you get to share some of this with us because that's so fucking cool. How do I change subjects off of that? I don't fucking know. I was asked specifically, Caitlin, are you tired?
No, I'm so fucking excited to be here. I mean, I did a lot today. It's so hot out in Minnesota right now. We are in another heat advisory, so that sucks. But I am super excited to be done for the day and talking about story stuff with my buddies.
Well, then, sorry, chat. You all do not get the square.
No, the bingo. Like, no, I'm good. What are you talking about? I'm fine.
Yeah, I was not making a comment. I guess that is kind of a rough one because it's like, Caitlin, are you tired? You look tired.
You look tired. And the thing is that I do. The thing is that I always do. So.
Well, okay. I think. Oh God, what's if you're on a heat advisory and I'm on a heat advisory?
Who's flying the plane?
Who's flying the plane?
Who's driving?
Like, I've got one. I went to the zoo this weekend at 8:30 in the morning, and I was drenched by 8:35. I was just like, I was like, what the? I was like, it's humid. It's not supposed to be humid in California. That's not how it works. I get the dry heat. Okay. Sorry. Anyways, why don't we get into game building, character creation, and talking a little bit about the road? In the chat, y'all, I have shared with you the fillable character sheet, and Drex so lovely has shared a link for the books. But let's talk about what you're about to face and what is in your future. So you will be starting in a city called Perfection, Nevada. A small, isolated town that is actually surrounded with bedrock. You are like, literally, this is almost like a chasm. There's one road in and one road out of this town. It used to be a bustling and booming oil field, but over time that has slowly dissipated, and y'all are, to say the least, At the end of this poor town's life, the oil has dried up. The citizens that are living there are either living there because they are specifically trying to live away from big cities, or they are the last remnants of what the town used to be. Most of the homes here are mobile homes, and there is like a general store. There's a gas station. There's a doctor. There's a veterinarian. But there isn't much past that in this city. And as of recently, a geologist student has come into town to start studying some small minor quakes that have been happening in this area that is very uncommon, as Perfection, Nevada is not on a tectonic plate. So it is very strange for this area to be having these microquakes. And that's all we know. So definitely nothing weird is going to happen.
Yeah.
No,
No.
nothing weird.
And now, out of all of the things I labeled here, you have free reign. If Sam, for some reason, definitely not pointing out Sam for any specific reason, wants to be the veterinarian in this town, that could absolutely.
I was like, why pointing out? That's why you're pointing
Like,
out.
why?
Okay.
Why would anyone possibly point out the availability of a veterinarian position?
Look, you do not have to be the veterinarian. I'm just letting you know that that's the town.
You don't
and
have to have this perfectly lovely piece of chocolate cake. Like, you could just
You could leave
not
it.
have nice
Yeah.
things. Like, I'm not forcing you to do a thing that you love. Okay, see, they, on the other hand,
Yep.
are coercing me into this. So,
Yep.
you know, for their sake, it's her birthday.
Yes.
Mhm.
So she's allowed to do whatever she wants.
Exactly. And so she barks me into playing the veterinarian. Like, who am I?
Yeah. So with Outgunned, the system itself is really loose. I really like the system. It was really fun that when we played with Eric. I was like, what is his name? No. So basically, I have given you all a list of some of the class options. This is just me briefly going over it. But really, if you can convince me that this person would live in this town, I will say yes. The only caveats is we are playing in the early 90s, right? This is no cell phones, kind of an area, no futuristic weapons, sci-fi. Like, there are absolutely gun nuts that live here. Feel free to make that a part of your character if you want that to be. But yeah, no futuristic stuff, no magic. We're playing in a very grounded, get what I'm doing here? Grounded. Quakes, grounded. No. So just curious, does anyone have any thoughts of an idea or an inkling of what they think that they would like to be?
I'd like to play a veterinarian.
Oh, okay, all right. There is, funny
I know
enough,
it's kind of an out there suggestion,
Sam, are you
and maybe
sure
it's
you
not
want?
fitting into the whole shtick of this production. But I just, if that's available, I think it would be cool.
I had an NPC that was a veterinarian, but you know what? I'm willing to
I
get rid
don't
of
want to
them.
step on your toes or anything.
There can be two veterinarians, or maybe there isn't enough space for the two of you. You have to duel it out. Who knows?
This veterinary clinic ain't big enough for the both of us.
Ooh. Okay, so we have how about this? Why don't we start with, instead of like a class decision, what do you think your character would why are you here? So Sam, veterinarian, makes sense. Animals need treating. There's the thing about this area is horses are very prevalent. We were talking about horses earlier. Dogs, very prevalent. So this is a desert location. So any desert animal may live. But as for things that are kept, is primarily going to be horses, maybe some cows, sheep. No, not sheep. Cows, horses, dogs, cats, stuff like that.
No sheep.
No, I was thinking too hot for sheep. Just too hot for sheep. I don't know what climate sheep are taking care of in, but I
was gonna
feel
think, I
like
was what?
I feel like Nevada is not a sheep state. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'm
Yeah,
googling
it's
it.
not
Don't worry.
giving. It's not giving sheep. I don't know why.
It's just the vibe.
I
Like
just-
I know I'm
I can't
vibe
imagine
coding it.
dust in a sheep's coat. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that red, like reddish dust. But anything can be anywhere, I suppose.
Sam has the science look on their face.
I mean, aren't there bighorn sheep that are like in that area? That
I
are like a
don't know.
species specific to that area?
I don't know this.
Desert bighorn sheep, Nevada Department of Wildlife. Desert
I wanna
bighorn
see a
sheep are
picture.
smaller and lighter than the Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep. These majestic mammals were chosen the state mammal of Nevada and are an exciting sight to see across the Nevada landscape.
There you
So
go.
in fact, it is such a sheepland that their animal is a sheep.
Yeah. Damn.
Although not like, you know, the big like spherical wolf loofs.
Yeah,
That is
that's-
the product
yes.
of very, very strong selective pressure.
Mhm.
Whereas these are just like sheeping about.
These
Yeah,
guys
these-
live there.
Why do bighorn sheep look like rams? Like they don't look
Yeah,
like
that's what I
Because
was
they
thinking
have
of
big
rams.
horns, it's in the name.
Yeah.
Dang.
They definitely appear more goat-like than like farm, like Midwest farm sheep like. However,
No.
they are
It
sheep.
does appear that there is a Nevada Wool Growers Association.
Love this. Well, they gotta have yarn.
Yeah.
Gotta have yarn. Gotta have
Gotta have
natural textile and fabrics and.
if you had Sam science tangent or Sam gets infuriated with Jake's science.
I wasn't mad. I was excited, and we already got Science Tangent from the horses watching TV. But I think this counts as real science in game.
Okay, so all right, bighorn sheep also are here. You could take care of them. How's that?
Okay, and the agricultural sheep from the Nevada Wool Growers Association.
You know, I don't know if the Nevada Wool Growers Association is in Perfection, Nevada, but you know, it's possible that they
are based in Reno.
Well, Perfection. This is
So who knows whether there are any sheep there?
I'm trying to see Perfection, Nevada is a real place.
Whoa.
There was that
No,
one
it
time.
is
Heaven is
not.
a place on earth.
It is not a real place. It is not a real place. Okay. Good. Perfect. I'm just making sure.
Yep.
Okay. Does anyone else have an idea of like the genre of person that would live in this area?
I think
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
But Drac, please go. No, Drac.
No,
please.
I don't have like. I'm still thinking. So honestly, hearing your idea probably helped me.
I like the immediate character that
Of a
that
kid?
came to mind was it's Bud from Kill Bill, like lives in a trailer, has a samurai sword, is running from something big from his past, but is like for now he's just working as a very terrible security guard.
That's really good.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right. Caitlin?
I love this
That's
guy.
really good.
I did have a vision. So my neighborhood has been, or my neighborhoods, my part of the city has been doing a lot of discussions and like presentations about mesh radios, which is like an alternative form of like emergency communication. So like you have PACE, which is like your primary form of communication, your alternate communication, your contingency communication, your emergency communication, and mesh radio would be emergency communication. So like the cell towers are down, like we have our own network of mesh radios. And so I've been looking into a lot. I still don't quite understand like all of the minutia and the differences, but like, so I've been reading a lot about mesh radio, ham radio, that kind of thing. And so I think I've got like an AV nerd. Like, I think that like somebody like in the desert trying to catch radio waves, like does it as a hobby, maybe like is a little esoteric with it, not in any legitimate way, but is like maybe one day I'll catch aliens on this thing, you know, like maybe they're talking and like, and not entirely like totally convinced that there's alien, but like if I'm listening, I, you know, what happens if I hear it. But I do love the idea of somebody who's like a radio nerd, like a walkie-talkie hand radio nerd.
You went a very different direction than what I was thinking, because when you were talking about it, I was like, oh, like a survivalist, right? Like
No,
but then you were like aliens, and I was like, oh, yes,
No,
this is
the other
why I
one.
play with this group.
no. You know that I love playing characters who are bad at everything. Are you kidding me? No, I don't. I want to be as ill-suited for the environment as possible. No. I think this is somebody who grew up here, whose family grew up here, who like it's just like this is you live here forever. Like this is I don't think she has any like particular like aspirations in life, but she's got a special interest that is radios. Maybe he's a little weird, maybe not so good at making friends, but has a few who are like, ride or die, who are like, yeah, she's weird, but like we're used to it and it's like normal. Yeah, not necessarily entirely like ostracized town weirdo, but definitely somebody that people who like live there would know as like she's a little odd. Like she's harmless, but she's a little weird. But it's fine. That's kind of that's the essence of a character that has like come to me over the past couple of weeks.
Okay, I dig it. What about you, Drac?
I'm trying to decide how useless I want to be in this environment. I think I want to play like a really tired teacher, like a professor or like a high school teacher, just like really at their wits' end.
They are extremely tired, the high school teachers.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think I'll go with high school teacher. Just really exhausted. Whenever we're like starting, I have like mountains of essays or exams I have to go through. I seem to always have like a pile of like classwork I'm either preparing or like marking at all times. Just a tired, a tired man. Tired man is, I think, the vibe I'm going for.
Just I'm too damn old for this,
Yeah, and like too time old for this, but he's like in his late 20s. Like he's not even old. He's just like he's, like he just
You're
feels
aged.
old. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this is. Oh, I am
You're
frozen.
frozen. I was like, damn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hearing your voice is really impressive.
Since switching to Linux, the one thing that I have not figured out how to solve is that I am using an old USB to HDMI thumb drive that for some reason every once in a while is just like, nah, this is what we're gonna stick you with, like for like a little bit. And then all I have to do is change the video format to one of the 4 options, and it goes, okay, we're good. It's one of those problems I will fix.
It's like, oh shit, I forgot. Damn. All right, we're back. We're good.
Yeah. My bad. Okay, so out of these, I'm thinking of something that might work for each of you. So Lexi, yours is probably the easiest for me in my head, which is person with sword, right? Like that's now there is in the Action Flick 2 book, there is Mighty Sword, which is more of like the barbarian side of things, like running and swinging, which I mean could fit, but we could just say it's a samurai sword where you're just like, angry rage. But then there is also an Action Flick, the first one. I believe there is one which is like very much samurai sword. It's like Golden Dragon or something, like it's very like East Asian themed kung fu artist with a sword. It is called where is it? Rising Dragon. Which for that you get swords. The thing with that one we'd have to look at is like you've got like a magical source within you that allows you to use your powers, and so it'd be more of like coming up would be a good way to theme that. or if you even have your key powers or not. Sam,
Yeah.
hear me out. In I just had it.
Frozen again, by the way.
Oh, come on, you piece of shit. And it's funny because it happens at random. Like it's never
It's not
never
just
like
purely like a buffer
every
time.
yeah. Hear me out. There is one in dang, I wish I knew I had these memorized a little bit better. There is one that's like a dinosaur wrangler. Hold on. Hold
I
on.
will say in the main outgunned book, there are also some more normal ones in case stretching is a bit hard.
No. They said walk with. They said walk with. All right. Intertwine your hands and walk alongside.
In food preparation and find out what all he's cooking over here.
There's could possibly be cooking.
What I'm saying is there is a dinosaur one, and I'm thinking, of course, not a dinosaur, but we could easily.
It's a horse.
It's a horse. Maybe it's a giant turkey.
Dinosaurs.
Oh my God.
Hear me out. Turkeys, very scary.
It's all the mountain. It's all the mountain sheep.
Yeah, it's
Just a
sheep.
swarm form.
Yeah.
These are just thoughts I had. All right, like
Just thoughts I have.
thoughts I have. I mean, of course, there is easily the weirder things one, which is just like Stranger Things characters, which are just like you're a kid or a teen or whatever, and you've got a hockey
a ham radio special interest.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that might work for you.
Right. There's also just I have played it plenty of times in Outgunned, the dog trainer that can be reskinned.
Yeah. Is there a dog trainer?
Yeah, in World of Killer.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's the like Halle Berry and John Wick.
That's
Okay.
really funny.
Archetype
really funny.
on its own. So like dinosaur wrangler if big, dog trainer if small.
Oh yeah, it's called Dino Storm, and it is in Action Flick 2.
That's a Power Rangers franchise.
Power Rangers.
You
I was
can't
gonna
lie
say
to
it's
me.
Power Rangers. We
You
can't do
trick
it.
me.
That's not
can't
Power
do it.
Rangers.
Yes, they have a turquoise, they have a light cyan blue Power Ranger, and dinos.
I know exactly what you're thinking as well.
And
I'm
she's
not surprised
Australian,
that's
I
your
think.
favorite. I'm not surprised.
It's a
she's your
guy, I
favorite.
think. I think it's actually a
it?
guy. Wait. No, Yellow Ranger's a guy. That's what it is. They're like, we're gonna subvert
Yeah.
expectations.
With
We're gonna
yellow
give a
and
role
not
that's
pink?
by giving the
Yeah.
Yellow Ranger, who's traditionally played by a woman, we're gonna make her
Make
a
him
guy.
a man.
Woo. I'm falling so far from the sun.
But yes, those are all options. I mean, again, I'm stretching with what I know about this game because I've only played it the once and I've gone through all of the books a handful of times.
Mhm.
So like
Yeah.
easily if there's something, like for Caitlin, I mean, there is like the Wastelander, which is just like someone that takes scraps and pieces and stuff like that. Which this is more like the like the Furious Wastelander is very much post-apocalyptic. So those are your options. Feel free to throw an idea out though if you know of something that might work a little bit better for your concept.
For me, I think I'm gonna go with. I haven't thought about the trope yet, but the role I'm gonna pick, or I'm between. I can't even decide yet. It's in the main book, in the main outgun book, and it's either the brain or the nobody.
Yeah.
I'm maybe leaning into the nobody because, like, I feel like with the examples of the gave for the brain, it seems very much like, yeah, you can be like a professor or like a researcher, but I feel like professor, like a tenured professor, is very different from like a tired high school teacher who's probably teaching like stuff that they weren't like didn't go to school for, covering for. And I don't know. So I'm kind of in between the nobody and the brain.
I mean, I suppose it really depends on where you are, like, relative to the group, because we're all playing like fairly mundane.
Yeah.
And nobody as a trope works well when there's very, very high contrast between the nobody and everyone else. It's the like,
Yeah.
oh, whoopsie doodle, I'm like, a bike messenger and I've been thrown into this like secret world of murder crime or something, right? Like that's
Yeah.
like what nobody kind of thrives on. And it seems like there isn't quite as much delta
Yeah, that's true.
here. Like veterinarian, like pork radio enthusiast.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, I'll go with the
Whatever's
brain.
going on over
Swords,
here.
admittedly,
Swords
starting
over
to
there.
push the
I mean,
Yeah.
with swords, it could easily be the fighter, which is one of the tropes from the main book. I
Yeah.
didn't really see
lots of
a.
options, for sure.
Yeah, I mean that one's a melee focused one. Yeah.
World of Killers might also have good sword. For you as
Yeah.
well.
I'll go with the brain. That's a really good point from Sam. Like, yeah, I feel like nobody would actually thrive more when I'm like around the exceptional, but we're all playing like rather normal, ordinary people. So yeah, I'll play the brain. I think I'll play with that's my high school teacher here. Someone in chat mentioned that usually high school teachers around this time might be teaching like basically everything or multiple classes at this time. I think like a math teacher, but I like the idea of like them being like they have like qualifications in math, but they also have to like teach English and science in the school as well, just to add a bit more to their workload. Yeah, I'll go with the brain. I like that idea.
In the World Killers book, World of Killers, there is a samurai option, Lexi. Just flat out, just a samurai.
Yeah. I think that's exactly. This guy is like leaning in the. I think he's like very to himself and has a code of honor that he follows that no one in the world knows what's going on. But he's like, no, like I've got to do the right thing, and everybody's like, so what's the right thing? And he's like, I've got to do it. I've just got to do it.
Okay, you got to do it. So what's the right thing?
Nope, just got to do it. Got to do it.
Okay.
That cleared things up.
And I think doing samurai is funny because I don't think that he fully understands what that means either, and he's just exasperating. Like I think he's just one of those guys. You're like, okay. I don't think you know the definition of that word.
I love it. Yeah, in the idea behind this is that you are nobodies or people that have lived here that are put into a situation where you are dealing with extraordinary circumstances, and the idea of just survival being your main goal, right? But the idea is that your life's decisions and what you are is what is allowing you to survive. There will be a little bit, like for the first session, there'll be a little bit of just mystery involved. Maybe not even see what might be coming across in the first episode, but getting little hints, exploring the world and learning a little bit about your characters. And then, go from there of what may pop up, Has everyone? What about you, Sam? Do you know what you think role wise?
I've been looking everywhere for this alleged dino wrangler. I've been looking across all the books.
Action Flick 2.
Mhm.
It is called Dino Storm, and it is on page 124. It's very much like Turok or like Jurassic World Chris Pratt's character, where he's like, I definitely this blue is my baby, and like
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. So the Jurassic Heroes doesn't have a role, which is why I couldn't find it. But they do have tropes and feats, both of which are highly relevant because one of the tropes is animal lover. So I could, for instance, put animal lover on face or animal lover on dog trainer if you just wanted to synergize all the way to the sun. And take, for instance, the veterinarian feat, which could be relevant, right? So like I think the tropes are absolutely right there.
There you go. See, this is why. See,
It's
y'all
not
made
the
fun of me.
role, which is why I was like losing
Sure,
my little
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
mind.
yeah,
So but the point is, we're both right.
But yeah, look, Dino Storm, definitely both a Power Ranger season of or a Tokusatsu series, as well as a possible option for the game. Caitlin, do you think there's a role that might fit your character?
The loser is kind of calling to me.
You are also frozen, or at least you are for me.
No,
What?
contagious.
Same.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Hello? Is it because I've opened a PDF?
It might
Yes,
be,
probably.
honestly. Yeah.
Watch
Fuck.
it be because of that. Yeah.
Okay, I've closed my PDF.
Probably only because you opened it on like Chrome, I'm guessing.
And
No,
Chrome
I
goes,
don't have Chrome on this computer.
Oh, okay.
smart.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna refresh. Hold on.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
So correct me, I don't have the character sheet up, and I should do that. But
Yep.
there is the things that you have to pick for your character are your roles, your trope, and your background, as well as a flaw and catchphrase.
Yes.
So does it sound like everyone's kind of got a role picked in mind, possibly? I mean, Sam, you're still poking around, right?
Yeah, although I think probably I'm going to pick up face. You know, dog
Yeah.
bedside manner.
With Dino Storm trope. Yeah.
Right, with it. Exactly. So face plus
Right.
animal lover, veterinarian feed.
Hey, and you can be a veterinarian that's really interested in the dino bones, because if it's an oil field, that means there were dinosaurs, So
Absolutely. Lots of dinosaurs were discovered in Nevada. Not as many as a little farther north. It's like when you get into, or just, I guess, like Utah as well, because the Utah raptor.
I'll say Utah. A lot of Utah. Yeah.
I was thinking of the Dakota raptor, but like,
Mm.
frankly, just this entire area is well dinoed. Was. R.I.P.
if it was still dinoed, we would have like bigger issues,
Rest in peace. They will love Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Sam, have you seen the Southern California dinosaurs?
When I was a kid, I went to the La Brea Tar Pits at least once a month. Every week, my grandmother would take me to one of LA's museums, like the Science Museum. I know, so unexpected. And the La Brea Tar Pits was very much in the rotation.
Okay.
The Tar Pits.
No, I see. Here's the thing: is I'm asking if you've seen the real dino statues,
Oh, do you mean the ones on like out in the desert?
the Cabazo dinosaurs or Cabazon dinosaurs?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've been there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you see them on the way to like Palm Springs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's my phone background. Is actually me and my sisters at those dinosaurs. You probably can't see
Yes.
it, but it's all of us looking. It's up our noses and also up the dinosaur's nose.
Yes,
That's so cool.
Didn't we have a fight around there when we played Outgunned? I think I had a fight there at
not
that
in a game.
site.
Maybe. Well,
I
fun-
think it was for the Direct Really fundraiser.
Okay. Fun
Oh,
fact about that
mhm.
location: not only was it a filming location for one of my favorite movies, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, but it also became, for a short period of time, a creationist museum. And they
Oh.
There's a
And-
museum
I live close
entirely
to one of
about
those, so-
creationists?
creationism, yeah. So much so that after it got purchased and taken away from them, there are still remnants of it being a museum. If you go inside of the gift shop, which is in what's the long neck monster called?
Apatosaurus.
Pterodon.
Sure, one of those. If you go in, when you go inside there, there's a gift shop inside there, and up around the ceiling are statues or busts. They have just painted white over them, but they were supposed to like be statues of like proving that we didn't come from evolution, that it wasn't like that Neanderthals always
interesting.
existed. Yeah. They have been just because they can't afford to get rid of them because they're like stone carvings into the walls. They have just painted them white.
Okay.
I live very close to the Creation Museum in Kentucky, like about an hour out.
No.
And that one was that, like, back when I was a kid and I was following that religion, I was Christian, that still caused a point of problems for me where I was like, they had a zonkey there, which is a zebra and a donkey. Did God create that? My parents were like, no. And I was like, why not? Why not? What did and then it started, just that turned into a huge science conversation to the point that my parents 30 minutes of the drive home were like, we're playing the quiet game. And I was like, okay, all right.
Playing the quiet game. It's so funny.
It's wild.
That's
It's
so funny.
wild.
I love these dinosaurs. I think they are super fun. I have a photo of myself and my wife in front of them. My wife being completely normal, like she is, just smiling, and me going like pretending to be a dinosaur.
Because there's no other way to be.
You want me to make that face again? Is that what I heard?
I mean, I would be down for that. I was just curious as to whether dinosaurs did the same.
I don't know. I've never been around dinosaurs other than the, crocodiles, but
I mean, there are a lot of species that are like that old.
They're birds. Yeah, there is at the LA Zoo. There is a very big. Oh man, it's not a crocodile. It's not an alligator. I can't remember. It's just like a T. I can't remember what it's called. But like where it is, you cross a bridge and like there's no signs for it, so you don't really know. You cross a bridge. And if you just look straight down into the water, it's like maybe 6 inches below your feet. And it is fucking huge. Like fingertip to toes on me does not extend the full length of it. And like people always miss it. But like Parker, I'm always like hold Parker super tight and I lean over the edge. I'm like, look how big he is. Yeah. I love dinosaurs. And that's why my son loves trains. No. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So does anyone have? I know, Lexi. Have you ever played Outgunned before?
I have not.
Okay. It is a very fun, very simple game. When you choose a role, it will show you an empty character sheet, and then it will give you like an example of a character that has that. It is a D6 system. The role in which you will choose will tell you how many dice that you are rolling. So depending on how you build your character, when you choose your role, your trope, and your background, it will give you points to spend on your character. I don't know why I think Drac has this answer. It's because he's written for more books than anyone else. This is what system is this based off of? It is
I don't know, because they use, I think it's a unique system because they use symbols rather than numbers. Or you can use numbers if you want to, but their specific system uses symbols that mean specific things. I think it's just the outgunned system. I thought it was an adaptation of like Powered by or something. I don't remember.
It's its own engine
or something.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah, it does look like
with the Yahtzee dice system fix your camera, please.
Yahtzee. But if you find a role, it will give you like suggestions of possible like backgrounds or tropes that you might be interested in. But oh my god, I am frozen with the dumbest face on.
I was waiting for how long it take you to notice.
And here's the thing. It's 100% every single time I scroll through the PDFs.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
It's a lot of. They're kind of big.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, they are pretty
It's-
hefty.
Yeah, so it's happening 100% of the time when I'm not on, like, because some of them I'm just scrolling through Google Drive and it's perfectly fine. But when I have the PDF open and I'm scrolling through the PDF, that's when it really screws me up. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Drac just posted in our
posting the
chat.
rules. That's for roles, and I'll post one for tropes.
Yep. So when you choose a role, you gain 1 point in an attribute and 1 point each. 1 point each in 10 skills. Then you can choose 2 feats from the list of 6 for that role. Additionally, your role also gives you some starting gear and suggested jobs, catchphrases, and flaws that you can use for inspiration to fill out your personal data. So when you choose your role, you'll get a handful of points that you can spend right off the bat.
Okay. And is role like the fighter and that stuff, or is that the samurai? Like, is that where I would put that?
Role is basically the equivalent of your class. So samurai and fighter are both roles from 2 different books.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, we had a costume change from Caitlin.
Even though we're all
the
out here
sweater.
on heat advisories.
I think you just added a hoodie.
Yeah.
I did.
That's it.
My sister's apartment is Arctic. It is so cold in here. It is so hot outside. It is frigid in here. I had to put a hoodie on. And also, if I'm wearing a hoodie, then Zuki will come sit in my. Oh well, now that I say that, now he's gonna leave. He says, "You acknowledge me. I have to go." He's been
Yeah.
very cute.
The cat was like, you want this? I'm done.
Goodbye. He'll be back.
Drek, do you have any build outs? Again, I know this is session 0, so nothing needs to be confirmed by the end of the session. Like, we're not going to play until next week, but just trying to see how.
I think I have an idea. I'm gonna go mentor as my trope, because that's essentially quite literally what I am as a teacher. I think it's the best fit for the kind of vibe I'm going for, the vibe I'm thinking of.
I'm really surprised neither role nor trope has over this shit.
Yeah,
because that is exactly what you're going for, and that's like classic across action movies. So like, what's going on?
Yeah,
are we missing something?
it might be one of the other books. I'm trying to think of what genre it's like especially prevalent in, because I imagine maybe a feat or
it's usually like the cop's about to retire right after this one over,
which might be something as the class district or the role District 77, which is like the cop one.
They might have like a feat I can take, if it makes sense there, maybe.
Yeah, it's just such a common action archetype. I'm really surprised, because like it might be there somewhere. It's just not jumping out at me super hard.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's in District 77. There is a feat. There is a hero feat. Too old for this. It's a hero feat. In District 77, so I might take that. Choose the message for this role. You can choose the message to fail an action role that requires physical effort. When you do this, mark an X near this feat. You can mark only one X at a time, and will only be allowed to mark another after erasing the first. You can erase the X at any time to get a +1 and a free reroll in an action roll of your. I actually kind of like that. I think too for this makes sense for like a feat I take. But I think I will stick with mentor as the trope, and like just take that feat too old for this, despite being, I definitely think he's like 29, 28, 29. He's really not too old for this, but he feels it.
This is Pip. He hates my guts. This is the only time we'll see him today.
Hi, Pip.
You're so pretty.
Aww.
What a floof.
Zuki will be back though.
That's my idea, I think. I'm
So you're
building
saying
up
you're
the
a
character. Caitlin?
Yeah,
What?
Zookeeper.
I am the zookeeper.
Lexi, do you have any questions at all about any of this or how it works?
Yeah, I think especially for the so when you choose a role, you gain a point in an attribute. So like for the samurai, you get hold up because I just had it. Where did it go? Like it has some things listed, and I want to be sure. Like, oh, is this what I should be putting on my character sheet? So like it says attribute point and brawn. Would I just up? Where's
up
brawn?
brawn.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Now where is brawn? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so do I add another check?
Yes.
Yeah, because it should
Awesome.
start with 1.
Mine had 2.
So with 1, the character sheet app starts with 2.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You can't get
Okay,
more than
sick.
2, so you can't like stack the role and the trope too high.
Right.
So you like, for instance, with brain and mentor, like Drac has,
Mhm.
like if you didn't pay attention, you absolutely could end up cracking over the limit.
Right.
So then you
Okay,
just like move it out from like, what is it, focus to nerves or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. I think I get what you're saying.
Yeah. That only ends up happening when there's like really high roll trope synergy. Like,
Mhm.
of course, brain is going to give you focus. Of course, mentor will also give you focus. But that's why they let you pick between different attributes. So if you did end up overstacked, there's like some alternate that you can switch to like have a secondary stat.
Gotcha.
So you don't
Okay.
min-max too hard in this one.
Nice. Okay. So then after that, 1 point in each of the 10 skills. They already have it on here. Do I fill in the? Yeah. I just go down the line in each one that is listed on the. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I need to do. Now I don't know what trope I want to go for because the World of Killers one has some interesting ones that I'm like could be good. But looking at just the plain sort of not the plain, just the regular tropes in there, I can't really figure out which one I want to do. Like obviously Vigilante is cool. Lone Wolf seems pretty cool. I think that this guy rolls by himself.
That was the vibe I had gotten from you, tropes wise.
Yeah.
Weirdly
same.
enough, probably not by choice, though.
Exactly. Absolutely. I'm by myself because nobody. It's because I haven't taken a shower in 3 weeks. Like that kind of guy.
Like, hey, man. Oh, hey.
Do not raise your arms, guy. Like,
Oh,
no.
Someone you meet at a Magic convention or a Warhammer 40K convention.
Oh my god. Yeah.
absolutely. But and I don't know why, because like he's not actually playing. He's like, I don't understand these rules. But he just fits in so perfectly. Everyone thinks he's an expert. Okay, this makes sense. I think I'll need to go back through like when we start rolling and stuff like that system again, because you said it's a D6 system, but I want to make sure I understand that. But I'm gonna go through it and do this.
Yeah, I've also 100% of the time used an electronic dice roller. It's just so.
It's just easier.
Yeah.
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 Is
It's basically
there a-
like
is
it's
there an
like
outgunned-
Fate, where there's like there's a Fate dice roller. I think it's still in the Discord actually.
A Fate or
Outgunned.
Outgun.
Yeah. I was using Fate as an example because I believe, if I'm remembering right, Fate has like dice with unique
Little
faces. that
plusy,
mean-
little minus.
Yeah,
That,
so
that,
they
yeah,
use
similar
that's
to-
Fate. Hello, Suki.
I understand what feats I'm gonna take.
And then the feats are those like actual things that are written out, or are they kind of like just sort of phrases that can be invoked to just whenever
No, the
you
feats
think
are
they
real.
Oh, they're real. Okay, so they
Yeah.
have actual descriptions. Okay, awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are chosen from your trope.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
And
so for
roll as well.
samurai, you can choose 2 from combo, deflect bullets, determination, feint, sword fighter, and whirlwind. Now, this is the thing that does get a little confusing with this game, is that the definitions of these feats may not always be in the book you are reading.
That's what I meant. I was like, is this something that I would find like, oh, combo is when something is here's your trigger and then this is what happens, or is it just like? But let me actually look for it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
usually it's either in the book it's referencing, like, you know, in Action Flicks it'll usually be in the same section because they're all
Mhm.
genre based. But if it is not, then it'll usually be in the original like cinematic action role playing, like
Yeah.
original book.
Cool, but
I see.
Yeah, so it's in one of those 2. They'll never refer to another
expansion.
expansion. Exactly.
Gotcha. All right, that makes sense.
Dude,
And
I'm so confused about like our YouTube chat. Like, I'm so confused by like, oh,
I'm guessing it
like I just
from
hate
all the people.
I just hate YouTube's moderation system.
Yeah,
What moderation system?
Like,
I think
it's
that's
just
the
like,
issue. Actually, yeah.
true.
yeah, like I just want to ban this person. Like, why is that so difficult to not, like, I don't get it.
That is tough. For no reason.
Interesting. I like that. I'm taking that.
So yeah. Yeah, usually they won't refer to another book besides the main core book, right? If they do, they usually just put it in the book that they're in as well, since they only really expect you to have the core book and then whatever expansion. So yeah, if you can't find it in one of those 2, let me know and we can find it for you.
Sick. Let me check.
Caitlin, did you find a role yet? I can't remember.
My having a PDF open was making Video
Oh,
Ninja
yep.
want to die, and so I liked the loser as a potential. But I'm like on a website right now scrolling through stuff because I'm trying to make it hate me less. But I think I do like. I don't remember if that's that category of what you're asking me about.
I was just asking if how you were going, if you need any help, ideas.
I'm trying to see if anybody in chat, does anybody know of a character like creator for Outgunned? Because that would be really cool. I had
Yeah,
like
I
a
don't
website.
I'm gonna be surprised
And you
if
can
there isn't one
input the
right now.
character sheet where we used the dice roller, but it's not like it benefits
Yeah.
from a priori knowledge. It's not
Yeah.
really like exploratory.
Yeah, that's what I would love.
I
do wonder
feel,
if like free spirit might sit as your trope.
Free spirit makes sense, honestly. Yeah, especially with the eccentric vibes you said you want to have with your character.
Feel free to send me screenshots. I just can't keep
Yeah.
the PDF open.
Yeah, I can send screenshots.
I feel like any modern game that is created needs to come with their own character creation software, whether it is just a web browser or like
an Excel sheet,
an Excel spreadsheet that you go onto Google and just download. But like every single one of them, like if you want to be successful, like I feel like you have to have it, even if you want to like hide information from people so that they're forced to buy the books. Just putting the options on there, you know what I mean? Like it feels like there is just it's necessary, you know.
I put free spirit in Discord.
Awesome.
How is adrenaline used kind of like stress usually? Like it's like something in a high energy situation you can mark it and because there's an ability that or like a feat that I'm looking at that I'm like, oh, it says you have to use an adrenaline.
Yeah, so it's
But
an
how
easily
often?
gain and lost currency. If you're not gaining
Okay.
it easily, then like something's kind of stopped up in the game. Giving adrenaline is typically like some cool action beat, using your catchphrase, or just otherwise having a cool freaking moment. Where the spotlight is like the big show-stopping freaking moment of the act. Adrenaline is like a particularly notable beat in a scene. And so
Okay.
because you would have that roughly every scene, give or take, it's spendable on that schedule as well.
Okay, interesting. So maybe that'll be good. I'm looking at the combo feat and I'm like, that could. I'm doing the sword fighter feat and then combo feat, which lets you spend an adrenaline to deal 1 additional grit. And then spend whatever lightning symbol is to continue the combo and deal additional damage, which is kind of fun.
I think lightning symbol is adrenaline, if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So just like to let you know, I think that usually the feat itself is followed by lightning symbol as well, so you know from the get-go.
Y'all, should I do that or should I do feint? Feint is repeat an action roll against an enemy, ignore all conditions. I don't really know.
Depend. So it does sound like you aren't playing very defensively. So it's plausible that you might pick up conditions, but picking up conditions is in this game, as in most, semi-situational. Right?
Yeah.
If we sort of go to the like always on passive abilities are like constantly invoked, being the mechanically most favorable. I think Fate operates on like an extant niche. You probably won't use it none.
Right.
Yeah.
But like if I'm just like trying to do the analysis.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
So far, the feats I've chosen is outsmart. As you always say, work smart, not hard. Make an action or reaction roll of any kind using no instead of the required skill, which feels nice. And then I took too old for this, which I read out earlier. And it's from the mentor trope. I think I'm gonna go with always prepared. I think. And damn, I can only pick one from the trope. So I think I'll pick always prepared.
Oh, is that the items?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, you take out or achieve a useful item, a piece of information, or small ease to hide a weapon.
Like, see, it does occur to me that particularly since you're doing a weapons thing, though broadly in this game, there are often skill-associated free rerolls, or weapon-associated free rerolls. Like you can have a free reroll whenever you are hitting someone with a sword.
Yeah.
You might want to hunt down those because if you do plan on getting in fights, those I have found to be the strongest.
Very helpful.
Interesting.
And there are a whole bunch of different like free reroll.
I am taking sword fighter, and sword fighter gains a free reroll when using, repairing, evaluating, or handling a sword or other melee weapon.
That's the one that's for.
That's perfect.
Yes.
Like veterinarian gives me with treating wounded animals and interacting with animals I haven't harmed. So like you could, if you are really leaning into your trope, then you get to spam.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah, I do like trying to find those in this system. I have found those to be the most rewarding and obviously least situational.
Yeah, I was thinking. Moves.
It's great.
Let's go through.
Okay.
Leadership, nice. I am really good at speaking, and I'm a really good leader. Hell yeah.
Oh, of course, from mentor, that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm really good at healing as well and knowing things. It'd be
Aw.
really
Good.
awkward if I wasn't good at knowing things as a teacher.
It's funny because a friend of mine used to teach, and she went to school for violin, and she taught math.
Yeah.
That sounds about
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
I
that
had
sounds
a
about
ton
right.
of teachers that went to school for like one thing, but had to teach like everything or at least another subject that they weren't like, didn't consider themselves an expert at.
My English teacher had a doctorate in studio guitar.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I
And
had
you know what?
my math teacher basically taught me everything. He definitely had a math. He was like qualified for the maths part, but he had to teach me like religious studies, science. He would do English literature every so often, and also he was a PE teacher.
Yeah.
I feel like the sports thing is always
Yeah.
the extra. Certainly
Yeah.
here in the United States, it's like, they teach like gym, they coach the basketball team, and they teach
Yeah.
math.
Yeah.
Wait, that
Think.
actually was Mr. Abruzzo.
Oh wait, no, I need to pick my catchphrase and flaw, right? And age. We're gonna pick our ages because our age actually does affect the extra or not extra things we get.
Really?
I think specifically if we choose young or old, unique things happen.
Yep.
If you choose an adult, nothing changes mechanically.
Dang.
My character feels old, but he isn't old, so I don't think it makes sense for me to take that.
Old at heart.
Yeah, old at heart. Old where it counts, I guess. I don't know. In his soul.
I'm old in my knees.
God, so am I.
Must be very difficult walking on those.
You know what? It's not even. You know what? You know what, Sam? I'm gonna disappoint you right now. The walking's the easy part. It's getting down on my knees to wash my kid in the bathtub that I'm like, fuck, this hurts. Oh. So yeah, no, it's the walking's easy. My knees are like,
Show off.
Okay, I've picked my flaw, and I think this would be very funny. I like picking these kind of stuff. My flaw is I'm really out of shape.
I love that. I do love that.
So any kind of physical exertion, I'm not your guy.
I wouldn't imagine what class do you think you're going to teach?
I think I'm teaching too many classes. I'm thinking like I'm primarily teaching like the math class, but I also like have to like sit in or teach the like art class sometimes, I have to. I don't know, probably PE as well. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm not doing any of the physical activity, but I'm making them. I'm telling them what to do. But like essentially, sometimes I have to sit in on PE. I'm definitely doing maths, maybe geography.
And what about
English,
how
and
about this?
art.
Let's talk about this. This is a town that is like dying, right? Like there is not a lot of people that are still living here. I can't imagine you have more than like 3 students, right? Like it could
Yeah, I guess that's my question. How dying is this? Is it like
it's
school of 50? Like
no,
what are we talking?
Less than a dozen students.
Okay.
Like this is literally like 4 or 5 groups of people that live here. It's going to be you guys,
I see.
and maybe
Okay.
like this is DED dead.
Okay. I guess I probably won't go with like tired then, if my workload isn't much.
Yeah, but the workload doesn't have to be much for it to be draining, right? The fact
Yeah,
is
that's what I
that you're
mean.
only teaching 3 kids, and like you understand that these kids don't have a future here. Like this, and maybe you're tired because you're stuck here because you have that moral obligation to because if you leave, maybe there is no education system here.
Yeah.
Like that could be the aspect of it, is like you're taking on and having to pull out science and math and history books that you're not a good professor in because those weren't your subjects. And so like the added stress of having to have multiple courses under your belt is absolutely tiring.
Yeah. No, I think I'm trying to decide if it's like, I think someone said that had the idea of like I was sent out here for like volunteer work or something. I'm trying to figure out like, I like the idea of it being, I don't know, like I went to like the top university, or like I had my everything planned out to be like the best I could possibly do, career wise, and ended up being sent here or ended up here. And it's the combination of the workload, but also like this idea of like I missed my shot. That's kind of draining me emotionally.
Yeah, it's difficult to be a failure.
Yeah. I think.
Why did we all kind of have this like, yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's definitely like a kind of
Because
thing
you're
of like
engaging in excessive negative self-talk. Stop.
My specialty.
I think it's a kind of
Welcome
thing
to
of
the
like,
stream, punk. It's not allowed here. We'll
it's not allowed to,
get
like,
you.
you see. I think it's the kind of
Gosh.
situation where like I tripped at the finish line kind of vibe of like everything was so perfectly laid out for me, and then at the end something screwed up my plans and I winded up here. And that's like that's one of the reasons why I'm too old for this.
Well, okay. And do you want, okay, so this is a question that might be weighted. So
okay.
Do you think that flub was something where you went out and partied too much before the final exam, or do you think it is more in realistic, realistic should not be in quotes, do you think it's probably more realistic in the sense that maybe a family member got sick, or just like the actual like financial burden of school, and it's like, hey, you didn't pay the tuition that you needed, or you know what I mean, like that realistic like thing that you could not control, the world around you sometimes deals you cards that you just
I actually like that. I like the idea of something that I couldn't control, of like, and I honestly think it probably is like tuition, like money related. Like maybe like someone got sick, so I had to like divert my funds, or maybe I got sick and I had to divert my fund. Just something that I couldn't control. I don't know. I only think of what exactly it is, but I do like the idea of it being something like out of my control rather than.
I mean, I do have properly terrible news for you about the academic funding environment.
I would love to hear it.
It's practically non-existent. It has been thrashed over decades, slowly. And so, even beyond whether or not you can get funding to do like academic work in your career, there's also the utter pyramid scheme that is like getting an academic position in the first place. If you just think about how many faculty will retire across a given country in a year and how many PhDs are graduated in a given year, you start to see how that gets. And then it's adjunct positions, but then, there are only so many adjunct positions, and then before you know it, there you are.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's really exhausted. And yeah, I think, yeah, I like the idea of like it was I could not supply the funding for myself to continue or uh and with the qualification I ended up leaving with this was the best job I could probably get, or the only job that like I could get in a short period of time.
It's one of those cyclical things where like, and I can't do this because of this thing because I can't do this thing that is ad because I can't do
Yeah,
the first thing because I can't
Yep.
do the second thing because I can't do the third thing. Because,
yeah,
yeah.
Can't get the
Yeah.
job because I need the car. Can't get the job because can't get the car because I need the
Need a
job.
job.
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh god, that sucks. That reminds me of a job interview. I was like, "Hey, I need the job to have to go to the job." This sucks.
Yeah, it's one of
yeah.
those things where like I don't know. A thing that we've been working with a lot of people with here is like you need a residence to get a renewed license, but you need a job to get a residence, but you need a method of transportation to get a job,
Yeah,
but you need money to get a method of transportation, but you need a job to get. It's like one of the,
Yeah.
Yep. It only gets
depressing.
worse.
I
Oh,
think of a name for this guy, but I don't know, Mr. Smith. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the most normal, basic name.
We're just normal people.
Just
Look,
normal
I
people,
just this
innocent
is
men.
this is what I imagine. I imagine Mr. Smith gets home from school after teaching a long day to open his mailbox to just a stack of student loan bills.
Yeah, yeah,
and threaten to shut your utilities off, all well knowing that this city is too poor to shut them off. Like they've got no one working utilities, you know what I mean? Like the town does not have them. They just send you hoping that you'll pay,
Yeah.
and just three kids, probably just not good students,
Yeah. There's like one student that's good, and like he's the main reason. Like they're doing their best. I should come in today.
gosh, having only one student that you're like, it's because of Johnny that I even teach
Because
the
of
school
Johnny.
anyway. I'm on the literal break.
Hey,
On
that's
break.
33% of your students.
Oh,
Good
no.
ratio, I guess. But yeah, that's me.
Oh.
I'm the high school teacher at
So,
I don't know, perfect high.
I would love to do this. I'd love to touch a point with each of you, maybe get a little bit more of your character's background like we just did with Drac, and then end it for the night. End a little early, get the information a little bit. Does anyone feel like they're comfortable or ready to get a little bit more of their background of why they're here? Like and I can use leading questions if it's helpful.
Also, if anyone's struggling with a character sheet, I always offer to help with the actual character sheet part of it, because I know it's not everyone's favorite.
I will also say a friend of the channel who is a lover of Outgunned messaged me on the side, and we have other means to build a character sheet and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
Nice.
I don't know if they want to be named, so I won't say, but you all know who I'm talking about.
I believe it's signature of me to say I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sure.
Same.
No idea.
No.
Okay, so how's this for a leading question? Are you the first generation in this town or not? No, Sam, you're saying no, you're not the
Yeah,
first
no, I'm
generation.
absolutely from around here.
Okay, so you're a
Also
local.
from
Why
around
do you
here.
become a veterinarian here? Because you're from here.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What's Sam, in your character's line of work as a veterinarian, how much of it is domesticated versus farm?
How many people are in the town?
I'm gonna say maybe 50.
Oh,
What?
then it's going to
insane.
mostly
Really
be non-domesticated. Like if you just think of how many pets are there likely to be between like 50 people,
Oh, true.
the answer is not enough that it's going to be a like daily part of your practice. Therefore, it's most likely to be like agricultural ranching and wild animal veterinary medicine.
I was say wild for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
But even then, this isn't going to be the kind of place where like you're a local center of excellence in veterinary terms either. So like you also aren't the person who gets like farther away interesting cases, wild animal vet style, right? Like this is just too small a place for that. So
okay, so your family's been here. Are you taking over your family's business as the veterinarian, or is this your practice that you started?
This is the practice that I started. My family was in horse ranching.
Okay. Parents still around or not? And do they live in this town?
Yes, both my parents are still around, and yes, they are in this town.
Okay, great. More danger to put in front of you.
Yep, you're welcome. I have a good relationship too, so please enjoy imperiling them.
Perfect.
You monster.
Caitlin, what about you? Are you first generation or?
No, family has lived here. I'm very familiar with the town and the surrounding areas, and I have no plans to be anywhere else.
What is your character's main form of income?
I feel like they work like a cashier counter job for something. Like she's definitely not doing anything like not doing anything with her life. Like
Radio Shack?
Maybe yeah, like a literally Radio Shack is something like that I was thinking. Whereas like I got hair mouth. The like something where like maybe she can use her expertise on occasion, but for the most part she's just like ringing people up. But now I'm like, for a town with 50 people, like there's nothing that's nothing has like so I grew up next to a township or / in a township. There were less than 100 people or less than like 150 people there.
Where did they put the ship? In all the lakes that you have?
Yeah, it's so many ships.
A whole town.
The whole town on the ship. But township, so it's like unincorporated, and there's that it doesn't have anything to its name. Like people go elsewhere for stuff. Like we go to the main town. I went to school in the main nearest town. Like we go, you go get groceries in the main nearest town. There's no groceries. There's no whatever. There was a little municipal building that was like a 300-year-old shed. We go vote there. And then there was a bar, a church, and a baseball field. And like, that's all, like, there's not stuff there. And so I'm like, what? People wouldn't, like, nothing, if with 50 people in town, nothing financial, like nothing economic or like business or
retail
survives.
You have to
nothing survives.
Drive like 45 minutes to the place where there's like, the stores and stuff. So you could just have to schlep a lot.
That's true. Except but like, nothing lives, like nothing would survive here.
No, I will say, in this town, there is going to be a general store, which they bring in most of their goods from outside to here to sell. I will say the only form of entertainment and building wise that would exist here or does exist here is a bowling alley.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God. Wait. Sorry, say what you're saying.
I was going to say, the thing with bowling alleys is that, while it's not ham radio, there is intercom systems that exist in there that need to be maintained. If you've got any sort of techiness, your abilities to maintain the bowling alley would definitely be.
So, okay. So have you seen the movie Big Eden?
No, but I can use Google. It's
really fun. It's a rom-com. It's very, very not even it's just like it's like a romance. It's very, very cute, very sweet. Highly recommend it. But it's this tiny town called Big Eden. This guy comes home, whatever, to spend time with his grandparents who raised him, and he gets to know like this tiny town better. And like all of the students go to the same classroom. Basically, everybody knows each other, but the general store is everything. Like the general store is the tourism center. The general store is also like the art. You want art stuff, they can get you that. If you want whatever, if you want a diner, if you want food, whatever. And the guy who like mainly runs it also kind of like does everything. And this isn't like quite the same thing, but I'm like, what if the general store is like attached to the bowling alley and there is one employee for like the like like the grocery, the bowling alley, the like you run the pharmacy, you run the what, like every single thing that's in this, like they're kind of just like it's the same like strip mall building almost, and there's like one employee. Like that's like the you can't a dying talent, you can't pay people to, you can't pay an employee for each one of these desks, you know, like. So I'm like, what if she's just like the like a jack of all trades, like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere, sure, like put me back in the bowling alley, it's fine.
All right, I like that a lot. Lexi, first generation or family lineage?
I think first generation. I think I appeared here. I think I like literally just showed up, like you drove my trailer here one day, parked it on a side of town that nobody else is really on, and I just like made camp.
Okay, here's the question.
Mm-hmm.
RV or double wide?
Right. I think I want to go double wide.
Okay.
Because
they had
I'm
a truck
truly
and
just
drove the truck down here, you know?
Exactly. Like he does have like a nice, like a not a nice truck, but it's a truck. And I don't think he's unhitched it from the, like, he just drives his house everywhere he goes.
That's incredible.
It's crazy. He's not really going anywhere, luckily. I do think you mentioned the only place of entertainment being like, I don't know if there's like a bar or anything, but if the only place of entertainment is the bowling alley.
The bar is the bowling alley. Like it is
cool.
Like
he's a volunteer security guard for the bowling alley bar.
Yes.
He's like, this place needs protecting, and it's gonna be me.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
the last altercation that happened at this barring alley?
It was definitely like 2 16-year-olds, like these young kids. It was like the last generation of graduate. It was like the day they were graduating, the day before they graduated or something. And he was like a little bit too rough, but not like he didn't like hurt them or anything, but he was just a little
stern
too serious.
for the situation. Yeah, too stern for what the situation required. Yeah.
I don't care what you do at that school, but here in these grounds, like he's a little too serious for it. Yeah.
okay, here's a very serious question.
Yes.
Ford F-150
Oh my god.
or a Dodge Power Ram 250?
I was thinking of Ford F-150. I was thinking like a rust red, like rust eating under the like body, the hood, like everything, kind of F-150.
Have I ever told you about Lola, my first vehicle?
No.
Lola was a rusty red 1993 double XL bed lifted pickup truck. The farm truck that the seat didn't work very well. I had to like, it was tall enough that I had to like put my knee on the like step to crawl into it. The interior was red, all of the plastic was red, all of the seats were like red, the outside was red, it was rusty as fuck. And it was the XL bed, so it was super long, way too big. I learned how to drive in that thing. So that being in like a what's a little car called? I always miss
like a sedan.
Like a sedan. Driving a sedan, I'm like, I'm too close to the ground. Like, who put me down here?
So strange. Yeah, I think he drives an F-150. And I think he doesn't, his main, like the reason he's a volunteer, security guard, I think he has just like wads of dollar, like stacks that he has hidden around his home. So like
Love it.
you take like there's one stack of cups and it's actually like beer glasses and stuff, and then there's another stack of cups and it's like there's a wadded like $500 in a wad in that one. And it's just anytime he needs it, he's like, or someone asks him, he's like, take this and go. Like hands them a cookie jar and goes, take this and go.
I think that if you're driving a red Ford F-150, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a double wide. Hear me out. Airstream.
Okay.
Airstream.
Yes.
Hold up.
This means
We
nothing
gotta-
to me.
Look
my
up
God.
Airstream camper, Drac.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like it's a little domed metal. Yeah, absolutely. With the
Oh.
awning and everything. Yup. And the chairs set up underneath. Absolutely. Yup. Yeah, that's exactly it. Airstream for sure.
Look,
Gosh.
we're talking my culture here, okay?
Before this, we were talking sinners. Now we're talking Jake's culture.
Now we're in Jake land for sure.
we're talking the neck is red from the sun, not from the bug bites. All right, you know we.
Yeah.
Your truck needs to be lifted, double XL bed, red interior as well as red outside, and also a feature that I'm gifting you from Lola, which was double fuel tank. Both of them are
Whoa.
diesel.
Double diesel. Double diesel.
One of the
I have that
like
double
gauges,
diesel.
double D,
Double D.
double diesel. One of the gauges didn't work, so I just had to always rely on the one that worked. I had never had any idea how much was in the second tank.
So
But I think
ridiculous.
you also have to have the red truck bed cover, like the hard shell
Yeah.
that like
Mhm.
yeah, This is again,
Love this.
Drac and Sam, how much of this conversation have you had with Google? I'm just curious.
I've quite most of it, but I'm following.
Yeah. No,
I'm
hey.
following. I can Google and imagine.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be my culture to have cultural appreciation.
Okay. No.
Kind of just because I haven't watched a movie.
So, I look. Here's the thing: is I grew up in a mobile home park, right? I grew up in a mobile home park in an area where it was either people of color or queer community. That's literally the only people that lived in my mobile home park. And then I would spend weekends, or when I would have like a week off of school, I would be shipped to my grandparents' house, who lived in Hesperia, California, which is just redneck desert. Like it's just like mobile home park and then another mobile home park. Their main street in their town was called Main Street, and then their mall was called the Mall. Like that's the like not the mall of Hesperia. It was the mall. The
Yeah.
Oh yes, I
yeah.
see. I see.
They had them all
something.
though.
Yeah, they did have them all. That area was just like old people and people that like they would retire and move out there. And it wasn't like the fun retirement where like we're playing bingo every week. It was just like, meh.
Just sit
They
around
turned
and
into goats.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
they turned into goats.
Yes.
And there was
That's
so much
bad.
desert around that they would like
No, they turned
dirt-
into Nevada
bighorn,
sheep.
bighorn
Quite right.
sheep.
Quite
big
right.
bald sheep. Sorry.
Big old sheep.
where the only thing to do was to go yard selling or take a bike out to the desert and ride around on an ATV. Like that was
Whoa.
the only things that you had to do for entertainment. So I'm pulling from my history is what I'm trying to say.
I love that. I really love, blending cultures here.
We started talking at the very beginning where we talked about Drac doing research on the history of his people, and then now I'm talking about the history of my people, trailer parks and F-150s.
Rust red F-150.
Mhm. Can't
Diesel
tell that.
tank.
You can't tell that the
Double
rust is
diesel.
digging through.
The meter is broken.
Speedometer, just guessing.
No heat, but the air conditioning is pristine. There's
Oh no
and it's always on.
The opposite.
well,
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
gonna be the
where
opposite.
we're about
Well,
to be, it's gonna be
for
the opposite.
Nevada.
Where I grew up at the fucking
Blows
dead of
no
winter trying to
cold
get
air.
to school.
Blows no cold air, but no matter what temp you got on it, you got hot air coming through.
You got hot air.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It's
driving
real
to
great.
school,
It's
6
really
in the
great in the
morning.
winter because the engine gets hot and just blows hot air. It
Yeah.
smells like gasoline, but it's perfectly.
It smells like diesel, sir.
Yeah, it smells like diesel. It's wild too because my character has has some skill in flirt. So I imagine like flirts, and then the truck home is where I mostly lose. Like I almost lose you, and then it's
Almost. I love the almost.
Look,
it's an
flirt with
airstrip, and
lot
it's like,
lizards counts
dang.
as flirting. All right.
Yeah, you're so right. Oh,
I
Don't
will be
Google that.
claiming
Don't-
the Subaru for
Drac.
my character.
Do not.
yes.
Do not Google lot lizard Drac.
I ride a bike.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good question. We got mode of transportation. We got a bike, a Subaru, and a Ford
Ooh.
F-150. What about you?
Yes, do we get modes of transport? Because I know technically that counts as equipment, and specific people get specific things, I believe, unless I'm wrong.
I
That's what
mean,
we get.
what I would say is that these are just like there is nothing special. They are just a means to get from one point to another. I know that
Gotcha.
I know that with equipment there are aspects to them where they can like do additional. This is just going to be
It's narrative, purely narrative.
narrative.
Yeah, in
Flavor.
the same way that like in an action movie, like you can assume that someone has a vehicle or otherwise a mechanism of getting where they're going versus like,
Yeah.
you know, there are those like kind of dungeon crawler flavored things where they really do care. Action
Yeah.
movies don't care. And so
And
neither
neither
does
do I.
Outgunned.
Yeah.
And neither
It's
do
just
I.
you're not Fast and the Furiousing in the Subaru unless, you know, that's your thing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, my sheet does say I get a sword and one $1 item of choice, whatever $1 means.
Yes, that is in the original
The core book.
book.
Same.
Sometimes the expansions will have like item lists as well. I believe World of Killers, for instance, does have expanded
Awesome.
inventory. But I only know that one because that's the one where the dog trainer is. And so I know that one slightly better than I know the other expansion books.
All right,
Love that.
I think we get a vehicle from Caitlin, and then we say goodnight.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, this bitch does not do much of anything. Like, I'm like, does she like
Sneakers are a mode of transportation. I'm just saying.
Scooter.
scooter?
Like, would you have rigged up your like found a bad like shitty old scooter and like fixed it yourself?
You feel like a beater car kind of person.
Yeah, like a-
honestly.
like a
like
piece
because
of
you know
shit.
how cheap those things
A
can
terrible thing.
get, right?
Yeah. It's
Like,
like
loud.
It, like, loud as fuck. It is like the fact that it works is a mystery. Any mechanic who looked at it would be like, "What? How did you get it here?" Like there's shit like it's got pieces from other cars. It's like Frankenstein's monster of a vehicle. It has shit gas mileage. It sometimes just inexplicably doesn't work.
Yeah.
And I think we should make a roll for that as well. That like
Mhm.
on like a 1 or whatever, like it's like, and it doesn't work
Mhm.
today. It was like, damn, all right, I guess I'm walking 10 blocks to the fucking bowling alley general store. Yeah. It's like you couldn't even discern the make of it's like I'm like Ship of Theseus saying this thing.
Hold-
like
hold on,
it's
hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out. The base of it is a Geometro.
you don't even know what that is. You're just geo guessing.
That's so true. Okay, yes, correct. I'm so bad at cars. Yes, I love that.
Yeah, a
Oh,
1990s
yeah.
Geo Metro, which like a 2-door, not a 4-door.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-door
Even
Geo Metro.
better.
Funky.
2-door Geo Metro.
A 2-door Geo Metro, so you have to pull the front seat in to get anyone in the back.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm thinking green with like sunspots where it's like
Mhm.
the color is indiscernible and the paint
Mhm.
color has just melted through.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There are panels that have been replaced with other panels, so like even those ones you couldn't tell what the original color was. I love
And
it.
maybe some of the panels aren't from Geo Metros.
That's what exactly. That's what I mean. You would have to like do a double take to figure out what the original make of this car was. Yeah, no, this thing is a piece of shit.
Hold on.
that feels right.
Yeah.
Um,
And then on days where it doesn't work, she's got a pair of like roller skates or something stupid. Like it's like
I love that.
have you ever heard of the song "One Piece at a Time" by Johnny Cash?
yes.
This is how I'm imagining
off
this
the top.
car. Oh, I don't expect.
Yes.
Caitlin, sing it now. No,
Sing it.
Right now.
the premise
come
the
up.
premise of the
Not
song is
believe
that
enough,
he is
okay.
working at a car company and he is stealing parts every single day that he works to build
Right.
a car.
Oh yeah.
Someone just told me about this song where the whole thing is he just like steals every day. He steals enough part, like just another part, so that he can build a whole car by the end of it. Like, oh my gosh, the ultimate ruse.
Sorry, I just Googled, whatever, searched up when Heelys were made because I feel like this bitch has Heelys.
That's
Ooh.
that's the first thing that came to my mind was Heelys.
Yeah,
Or
and
a kick. What was that little kick? The board, you know what I'm talking about? It's like the stupid little, like you put your foot on
Yeah,
it and you ripstick, a ripstick.
And so this Roger Ralph Adams was an American psychologist and inventor best known for creating Heelys. The next section on Wikipedia is titled Controversy. What the fuck happened with Heelys?
What did he do?
What did he do?
Anyways,
He
they
ran
came out-
down the strategic helium reserve.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. Which we're running low on. There's a list of tricks. Advanced Heelys users can perform tricks such as spins, backwards skating, and skating on one foot. There are 4 categories of tricks used in healing: ground tricks, grinding tricks, stalling tricks, and vert tricks.
I didn't even think that they would refer to it as healing. Yeah.
Healing.
Mhm.
Insane.
Yep.
Anyways, they were
So-
in the real world, they were invented in 1999, but I feel like whatever year it is, they need to have been invented.
I'm fine. I was about to say, I looked it up. It's 1990. I'm fine with us. We are in a time bubble. It does not matter. Some things can fit where we need them to fit. So,
God, I want a pair of Heelys.
I never got
all right.
them.
And on that note,
And on that note, I did have a pair. Just saying.
Ah, you
Okay,
bastard.
brag.
Just saying. I got kicked out of the local mall.
yeah, you would. Yeah.
Where
Heelys got
can
banned at my
I
school.
buy
Yeah.
Heelys?
Yeah.
All right,
You
everyone.
can't still buy them.
Thank you all so much for joining us. Next week, you will see all of these people and a session 1 of what this craziness is
Whatever
going to be
this is.
creating. Until next time, y'all. Good night.